This is Ian Lamont, publisher of Easy Genie Genealogy Charts. Today I have an update on FamilySearch's experimental full-text search, which has now been expanded to include certain types of court records that can help you advance your genealogy. I'm going to show you some real examples shortly. And if this video helps, please take a moment to like it and follow me, and let's get started. So to get to this particular feature of FamilySearch is an experimental feature, and it's in FamilySearch Labs. So basically go to familysearch.org/labs. You should come to this particular page. You can also Google it. And then you want to find the tile that says expand your search with full text, and then go to experiment. And you'll come to this particular page. It's experimental. It doesn't really list the features that well. And also it doesn't have an advanced search yet, but even with this simple search window, you can start to search for court records that are now indexed in full text search. So let's take a real example. I'm going to search for, actually let's search for a name. Let's search for the name of, I'm trying to think of an ancestor. Okay, I have an ancestor named Patrick McDonald, and let's see if he shows up. And it's important to put down the place. So this will be Ogdensburg, and it gives you a couple options here. So I want the Ogdensburg, St. Lawrence, New York, United States, and then search. So in the past, FamilySearch's full text search found things like wills and deeds, but now there's a lot more information that show up here. For instance, the first result that shows up here is an affidavit and a marriage license. So this looks like it's something relating to maybe, let's see, 1931. So this might be one of my distant cousins getting married. I'm not quite sure about that. This is definitely the will, and this was actually available before in deeds. But I want to go to court records, and the way to do it is actually go to collection, and then you can see some options here. And what I'm going to search here is United States, New York legal. So legal will have the special records that are not wills and are not deeds. So the marriage license shows up, actually a couple marriage license. And also, you can see petitions for naturalization. That was a court record, and I believe this record is actually stored in the St. Lawrence County courthouse, because I've been in there and searching for it, and I couldn't find it when I searched physically for the record. But this is just showing up right away when I do a search on the FamilySearch Labs special search for full text search. And then this is really interesting. This is court minutes and naturalization records. So one thing I have seen popping up here are court minutes of court cases of people talking in the court, and they record some of the information. I think because the naturalization records are included here, that's why it's kind of it's put into this particular link. And actually, let's just take a look and see what it says. If it's a naturalization record or court minutes. Okay, so this looks like it. So one of the great things about FamilySearch full text search is it gives a really good transcription of what happened. Okay, so this is actually a court case, and I'm not really sure how my great-great-grandfather was involved here. By the way, my great-great-grandfather, he was in his 60s or 70s by this point. So I'm not sure if this is some sort of financial dispute or something else. Wow, it looks like there was fictitious names going on. So I'm going to dig into this later on. This actually looks pretty interesting, and I was not aware of it. And as anybody who's actually watched, Finding Your Roots, kind of court cases are gold for finding out stories about your family, some good, some bad. And I do want to look into this. I want to show you some of the other records that I found using full text search. So here's another example. This is for my great-great-grandfather, and he was involved in a lawsuit over real estate. And actually, it wasn't just him. Somebody basically, let me see if I can find the record here. I think I was looking at it before. No, that's not it. Yeah, here it is. So this is a court case where my great-great-grandfather, as well as his siblings and maybe some of his children, were sued by somebody over a land dispute in the town that they lived in. And if I want to, I can zoom in and see what the case said. Where is it? Yeah, here he is. So it's basically John Tulloch against all of my great great grandfather and many other relatives. So there was some sort of land dispute going on, and they were sued. So one great thing about having something like this is a real estate lawsuit, is that it can give me clues about other stuff that might have been going on. Because there's a date in here, I can also look in the newspaper from around that time, the historical newspapers, and find more details about it. And also I can look for other documents related to this case to find out, the resolution. But the main thing is that, for instance, it lists my great great grandfather plus all of these other names with the same last name. And I know many of these names already, but if there's some new name in there, that may give me a clue about relatives or some other connection. Also proves that they were alive at this time, because you have to be living in order to have a lawsuit filed against you. So this is a very important type of record that you can find, a court record that you can find in FamilySearch full text search. Now, one other thing I want to say about this, we have a family story about Patrick Lynch being involved in another lawsuit. It's kind of slightly amusing and a little bit alarming, because basically he was apparently sued or taken to court because he accused a neighbor of stealing butter or something like that, and then they got in a fight. So this is a family story, and I've really been looking for this for records of this in the past. It's really hard to find. FamilySearch full text search might help me do that right now. I haven't been able to find the record just doing a basic search, but I'm also not positive I'm looking in the correct place. So that's something you can find with full text search. So I've already said naturalization documents, some court documents, real estate lawsuits. The other thing I found is that you can find land records from Canada, and in some parts of Canada. So I searched for a great great grandmother who lived in Canada for many years and then came over to New York State. And she crossed back and forth all the time. And I found out a long time ago that she was married a second time, and the marriage took place in Canada. This is from the same period. This document showed up in full text search. It basically identifies some land holdings with a person. It could be her. I have a feeling it is her, in the same area. So I really want to dig into it and see, what land that she owned, and maybe I can correlate it with a modern property or do some more research on it. But again, this was not available to me very easily in the past, but Family Full Text Search turned it up. It also gives a very good transcription of what happened. So these are the types of records you can find. Here's a naturalization record again for my great great grandfather. It shows the date of naturalization. I did not know that before. This is in a ledger. And, of course I could go to the courthouse and try to look for it, but that takes a long time to do. And I've done it recently in the past. Sometimes you can't find the wrong book, or it's located in a different location. This just turned it up right away. So Family Text Full Text Search is really a bonanza for genealogists looking for court records now, in addition to other types of records such as wills and deeds. Probate records turn up, guardianship records turn up. So these are the types of court records that I've seen. I'm not going to guarantee that it has every single record is being indexed, every single court record. I haven't had a chance to look into that, but it's very encouraging that even these types of records are turning up, because it gives you real data to work on to help you research your ancestry. If this video helped, please take a moment to like it and follow me. If you go to easygenie.org, that's my official website, you can learn more about our charts, both paper charts and PDF charts. And also, if you go to our blog and search for FamilySearch, I have tons more free articles about using FamilySearch or understanding FamilySearch. This is Ian Lamont signing off. Thank you so much for watching.